Okay, so we're moving on to some head movement. The base of your head movement is your footwork. If your feet aren't in the right place, your head will move, you'll come off balance. So we want to keep the weight over the feet. So if I go here, it's not over the feet or here. So I've got to make sure the feet are adjusted. So first of all, we're going to go into a linear stance. If I'm in a linear stance, I have a very small amount of head movement. So I have to, if I'm sideways, this way is really difficult. So I've got to angle forward. I have to have a very small change, as if you're throwing a reverse punch. So I've set this up just so you can see the head movement. Imagine, so if arrows or punches were shooting down this line, I need to get off of the line. So I might move into the range for teasing, and then I might be ready to slip to the side. It involves some footwork. So we have 3 set positions. We have the horse stance position with the back straight. I have the horse stance position facing the left side. So the legs stay in the same shape, almost a 90-degree bend, like roughly, depending how high up you are, but we rotate. So I'm now facing this way, then I can come back very quick, and I can do the same thing to the other side and come back very quick. The rule is the knee and the toes need to always point in the same direction. If the knee and the toe isn't pointing in the same direction, I put a lot of pressure on the knee. It's not necessarily bad for the knee if the knee is conditioned enough to take loads when the alignment isn't straight. However, for fighting, you don't know if someone's going to fall on you or someone's going to kick your leg, so you don't really want to put it in positions like this, yeah? So I want to keep it here. What I'm talking about is during a fight, so it's a little bit different. So from here, I'm going to be in this position. The first move we've got is a slip. So imagine if the arrow or the punch is going directly to my head, I'm going to put my weight directly over my back foot here. The weight is on this foot and the front leg's a little bit more free. So if I lifted it, I wouldn't move. I wouldn't fall forwards or backwards. It's just balance and then I come back. I don't want to go from side to side. I want to go slip and return. So the punch will go over the ear. The front hand wants to be up to protect it with the back hand just in case something comes this way. So I'm in this position, slip and come back up. This is a slip to the back side. If I go to a slip to the front side, I pivot the back foot, angling it in so the back knee is pointing down, the back foot's on the ball of the foot. This hand comes up and this hand is protecting me from this side, and I come back up. So I've got 1, 2, back up. You pass through the central line. Yeah, again, I'm not going to explain when to use these at the moment. I'm going to just explain the movement. So from here, I've got a slip to the back side and a slip to the front side. When I slip to the back side, I don't want to be turning away from the target. I want to slip and I make sure I'm still looking at the target. So if somebody was punching, I'd move my head, I want to be able to see the outside of their elbow. So here, 1, 2. And it shouldn't be from the body. It should be the whole system, the legs, the arms, everything. So here, when I say the body, clarified meaning the torso. So from here, I'm going to cross either side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Making sure you reset. If you go here, they might punch here, so I can move and pause and come back up, or I can move and switch to the other side and come back up, or I can slip and go into the center. This is the slip. The next thing, at close range, so if I was in fighting, so I was very close in range, I would be here on the line and I'd have much more of a multi-directional stance. So I'm ready to go directly forward. Obviously the line would be on the chin. From here, what I want to do is I want to turn away from the target slightly, dropping underneath it. And I come round in a circular motion, turning away from the target and then turning back towards it. This, when we start to punch with the rolls, this spiraling motion where you're pivoting on 2 axes, it will speed up your punches and it will make you more powerful. So when I go away, I slip first, but instead of slipping looking at the target, I come away, facing away from the direction I'm throwing. As I go underneath, I'm square again. As I come back up, I'm away until I face the middle. So I'll show you a few here. Round and up, round and up, round and up, round and up. And the movement is as much of the feet and the knees as it is the legs and the hips. This way round. Here. So if I'm here, I've got slips either side, and then we've got rolls moving in. Much more multi-directional stuff. They're going to take some practice, and it's a lot easier to practice with a person throwing jabs and hooks at you as well. The other option is with the uppercut. it would be a lay back. So if the punch was coming towards me, I can lay back off the line, or I can lay back off the line this way. So moving back, it allows the head to move back and come back forward. Don't forget, when you lay back, you can't move the back foot now, you're going to fall over, but you can skip back to your original stance position. And this is the first introduction to slips and rolls and lateral head movement.